Welcome to 11 on 11 here on THV 11 Plus. I'm Ashley King, and we start with two important developments in Pulaski County. First, the Quorum Court is considering a new resolution aimed at easing staffing pressure at the county jail. It would push County Judge Barry Hyde to exempt detention officer and deputy positions from the current hiring freeze. The sheriff's office has 61 open jail positions right now. Sheriff Eric Higgins says the freeze is making it harder to keep up with turnover.
We currently lose around 7 deputies a month. Back in March, we lost 14 deputies. Any delays in being at field positions creates a problem.
Justice Elliott, Justice Curry, maybe you can. Thank you.
The Quorum Court will take up the issue again in 2 weeks on June 23rd. And Pulaski County leaders are also weighing what comes next for data centers. The Quorum Court is holding off on a plan to pause new projects until next month. THV 11's Catherine Rowley shows us some residents are concerned amid the uncertainty.
My constituents feel like I'm not representing them. This is real.
The conversation over data centers in Pulaski County continued Tuesday, but the Agenda Committee tabled the discussion about a moratorium until next month. That means more questions and fewer answers for now.
I want to have an independent subject matter expert to talk about the question that we have, and somebody that's going to answer our questions with the intellectual know-how that is not on either side.
Justices of the peace remain frustrated as they push the issue to July. They want to hear from independent experts before making a final decision.
And all this is happening in my district, where I live. And I'm not trying to be pushed out of where I live. You love where you live, I love where I live.
Community members also showed up to Tuesday's meeting, packing the public area and spilling into the hallway. Many, like Elizabeth Cadera, came to voice concerns about their communities.
The thing is that this is still a new technology. It's not out there, and I do not want to be the guinea pig, and I don't think they understand that. And the moratorium is a pause. It's not a ban, so I don't think the comprehension of the language is there to really make a decision on something so big.
The deferral gives the court more time to study the issue, but it also extends the uncertainty for residents who are worried about what could happen while the ordinance is tabled.
I think that is going to give Google and Avio another opportunity to come in and put something to distract them and push it through for the wrong side.
The discussion about the moratorium is expected to go back in front of the Quorum Court in July. In Little Rock, Catherine Rowley, THV 11 News.
Thank you, Catherine. Now taking a look at what these data centers would bring to our area if they get the green light. Inside, they are filled with rows of servers that run 24/7 to keep apps, streaming, and online services moving. And the increase in AI tools is only increasing the demand for more of these facilities.
Our daily lives are digital. Every time we look at our phone, there's something digital. That all goes through a data center in a building like this.
One common objection from critics is how much water and power they consume. A 300 megawatt data center would equal the power needed for about 225,000 homes, or about the same as a small steel mill. The head of Central Arkansas Water has estimated in public hearings that a data center would use almost as much water as a large hospital during peak demand. And Little Rock isn't the only Arkansas city looking at how to regulate data centers. We're also keeping an eye on the debate in Fayetteville, where city leaders are considering a new ordinance. The city council is discussing that plan now, with a possible vote coming as soon as next week. About a week after their soft opening, Saracen Resort Casino is ready to fire on all cylinders with its $600 million hotel expansion. The 14-story, 318-room hotel is designed with high rollers and those who aspire to be in mind. A third of the rooms are suites. Chief Marketing Officer Carlton Safa showed us some of the amenities. When combined with the 1,600-seat event center, Saracen is now fully operational and, in their words, able to build on the economic promises the Quapaw Nation made when the tribe won the right to build it.
So Saracen is a $600 million bet on Pine Bluff. And 70% of our workforce lives in Jefferson County. The most meaningful thing that Saracen can do for this community is not the millions of dollars in taxes, it's the jobs.
And now that the hotel is open, the resort employs more than 700 people. Unfortunately, during our tour of Saracen Casino, the officials there got the sad news that this weekend's John Legend concert has been postponed. The superstar had a death in his family. His tour stop had been billed as the big curtain raiser for that new event center. Instead, Legend will perform now on August 8th, and people with tickets for Saturday's show can use them for the new date. If you can't make it, Saracen is offering refunds through Ticketmaster. And the city of Little Rock is planning long-awaited upgrades to the River Market area with a pivotal vote set for next Tuesday's board meeting. The city has already chosen a St. Louis firm to renovate Ottenheimer Market Hall. The company says it will cover $5 of the $25 million required to fund the project. Yesterday, the Little Rock Board of Directors introduced a proposal to cover the remaining tab, which would pull from existing funds and future bonds. Some of the city directors say they believe the reward will be well worth the investment.
Downtown is the heart of your city. Anywhere you go, if you don't have a safe, vibrant downtown, you don't have a city. And that's what we're trying to make.
The directors will meet again next Tuesday to decide whether to approve the proposal. And as temperatures rise, so do concerns about heat-related illnesses for young athletes. This summer workouts to preseason practices, thousands of student athletes are spending hours outside in the heat. THV 11's Maya Ellison explains how recognizing the warning signs can help prevent a medical emergency.
Young athletes suit up for summer conditioning, sharpening their skills and preparing for the long season ahead. But as the temperatures climb, some coaches say it can be easy to overlook the warning signs of heat-related illness.
Hydration is key. Your body needs the fluids, especially in warm conditions where your body is sweating.
The CDC says heat-related illnesses happen when the body can no longer cool itself properly, leading to heat exhaustion and even worse, to life-threatening heat stroke. TJ White, head athletic trainer for the Benton School District, says that's why he constantly monitors conditions, especially during peak summer heat.
I set up some Gatorade in the locker room for the boys. I've also got a cold station over here where if we get a kid that does overheat, we've got a cold tub with ice ready to go. I kind of hang around this area so that if they need some help, being the host school, if they need some help, I'm here to help them.
And in his hand is a device designed to do just that.
I have this device called a Kestrel device. So the fan gauges the wind, this little piece gauges the humidity, and this gauges the ambient temperature. And so it reads, it takes all those into consideration, and then it gives me a number.
According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, nearly 9,000 high school athletes are treated for heat-related illnesses each year, leaving more and more health experts to put eyes on the field, where they say this is where prevention starts.
We've got stuff posted in our locker room about hydration, how much to drink based off body weights, checking our urine just to make sure we're hydrated properly.
That's Brad Harris, head football coach at Benton High School, who says education is just as important as preparation.
Hydration starts, 2 days out, and that's what we like during the football season. We start talking to our guys on Wednesdays about tapering down as far as physical activity, hydrating up, nutrition, right, things like that.
White says the most important lesson extends beyond the field.
Heat stroke is preventable. They just need to hydrate and monitor themselves.
In Benton, Maya Ellison, THV 11 News.
After the break, a look at the brand new Central Fire Station in North Little Rock and what changes for them and for you. Welcome back. North Little Rock's new Central Fire Station is up and running, and now we're getting a chance to see the completed project for the first time. THV 11's Carter Thweet spoke with officials to learn about the impact the station will have.
The guys have their trucks packed over at the other station. As soon as everybody leaves here, they're moving in.
Everybody being community members who came to celebrate the opening of this, North Little Rock's brand new Central Fire Station.
The firemen deserve it, and the people of North Little Rock voted for it, so I'm very proud of the whole situation.
The people did vote for it by renewing a half-cent sales tax in 2022. The fire chief says it'll benefit the community and not just the firefighters.
At this location, we are close to Park Hill, we're close to Argenta, we're close to the freeway, and we're close to 5 other stations. that we run on house fires with.
This helps with safety and hopefully the price of fire insurance for residents. A building for the city of North Little Rock, built by the people of North Little Rock.
We build a lot of projects throughout Arkansas, and some have more meaning than others. This is our hometown. We're headquartered here in North Little Rock, and for the city to entrust us with this kind of responsibility just means a lot to us personally and obviously professionally.
Mayor Terry Hardwick also signing a new contract with fire union representatives. With the building built and the contract signed, the city's mayor says this department is ready to serve.
It's just an up-to-date station for firemen in this day and time. It's nothing that nobody has that we don't have.
In North Little Rock, Carter Thweet, THV 11 News.
The fire station will also have the city's first Safe Haven baby box. A dedication event for that will take place in the next couple of months after the box is tested. An Arkansas woman is sharing her story of how a chance encounter at work may have saved her life. In our Conquering Cancer story this month, see why doctors at UAMS say her case is a reminder of how cancer can begin in one place but spread to other, more dangerous parts of the body.
39-year-old Ashley Porter says her cancer journey began during a routine day at work. She was handling estimates and finances at her grandfather's auto shop when a customer noticed a spot on her head.
So a dermatologist came in, and I wrote him an estimate, and he's seen it.
Really?
And he's like, you need to come see me.
She called, and the doctor saw her the same day and biopsied the spots. Days passed, then the phone rang.
He called and told me it was stage 2 melanoma, stage 2C melanoma.
How do you take that in?
I didn't take it too well. My grandpa was behind me, and I kind of ran over to him.
Ashley found comfort in her papa's arms, a man she calls the sweetest in the world. That moment, a stark contrast to happier times like Ashley's wedding day, where her papa walked her down the aisle. And she would lean into that family support for the next 6 years, fighting skin cancer that kept coming back, eventually spreading.
So I had a PET scan, and I had it under my armpit, and then we found it in the brain.
UAMS Chair of Neurosurgery, Dr. Deanna Sasaki Adams, treated Ashley's brain cancer. She says cancer that spreads outside the origin is known as metastatic, and that it's harder to treat in the brain because cancer cells can invade the brain bloodstream. She says it's also harder to get medication into the brain.
The brain likes to protect itself, and there's this blood-brain barrier that can keep a lot of bad things out, but it also can keep the medicine out that will treat the cancer.
Ashley says the surgery eased the pressure in her head, and now she'll continue treatment and frequent follow-up scans. She's also feeling better about the future, spending more time with her family, especially her 11-year-old daughter, Paisley. Through it all, she says the biggest lesson she's learned is something that may sound small, but powerful.
Just one more battle.
One more battle.
Yep.
What does that mean to you?
I mean, it's just another battle for me. I mean, I got through all that, so just keep going.
One Arkansas children's flight nurse has spent 28 years helping kids in crisis, and coming up, we'll introduce you to her and show you how her very first day on the job still shapes every mission. But first, it's time to eat it up.
Bring these to your next tailgate and say, everybody, oh, you got chicken nachos, you got buffalo wings, whatever. No, you know what I got for 4th of July celebration? Tuna nachos. That's what I'm bringing. This week on Eat It Up, we are back in Sherwood. I have to admit, we may have broken a record this week on how much food we got to try. We are at Zuki Hana. Oh my gosh, rolls left and right, delicious sushi. Got to try amazing ramen, and of course, the classic hibachi with everything in between. I cannot wait to show you guys exactly what we're diving into. So what do you say? Let's eat it up!
The name is I get them when I in Japan. I like one cartoon it's really called Zukihana. He used the S on it, so we changed to Zukihana. It's like a happy flower. I like the community where I live too. I like that they're supporting anything, the park, anything too. When you get to relax, anything, you can walk. When we close at 2 o'clock, our employees just walk to the park. Firecracker is kind of a little spicy. This is my son Korea did it, and then it's for like people like something spicy tuna, anything. So get cake, we call it firecracker. So when you put in your mouth, it's like, oh, you got fire. You know, the fireworks, anything kind of like that. So lemon drop is, some people want it fresh. So you taste the sweet and sour with the fresh lemon on it. It's kind of make you different taste, wow. So one day that one Zukihana, we pick it special, make it with our name. Yeah, the hibachi, we cook it fresh, and then for people ordering, have to little bit patient to wait on it. Because we make it fresh, we're not like on the kitchen and you scoop it and run it for you.
As I said, this may be record-breaking as far as food we have been given here on Eat It Up. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, let me say, I can use chopsticks too, by the way. I've never heard of a lemon drop sushi roll, so we're going on for the first time. Let me just drop some knowledge on you. Lemon drop, that's a good go-to. 4th of July is coming up, celebrate appropriately, firecracker. It's gonna give you the pop you want. Firecracker, pop. Highly recommend. It's incredible because they all look so similar, but the flavor is so different. And the Zukihana's got a little spice too. Tuna nachos? Tuna nachos? You kidding me right now? I switched to the fork on this one because I didn't want to embarrass myself with chopsticks doing it the wrong way. This is like flavor central. You could not find any different amazing kickin' flavors at anywhere else like this. There's something for everybody here. By the way, if you see the menu, it's like that thick, by the way. They got a ton of great stuff.
For nearly 3 decades, Debbie Iser has answered critical calls as an Angel One flight nurse at Arkansas Children's Hospital. She helps children get urgent life-saving care while carrying a personal loss that shaped her purpose. THV 11's Tamer Knight shares why this work is still so personal.
Each time a call comes in, Debbie Iser grabs her gear and prepares for another mission. A mission that could mean the difference between life and death for a child somewhere in Arkansas or surrounding states. But for Debbie, every mission begins with a memory.
July 2nd of 1996 is the date that is ingrained in my mind and forever will be. It was the date that I drove to Children's Hospital here in Little Rock and applied for my job as critical care flight nurse for Angel One transport team. It is also the day that I lost my youngest son, Jaron.
Before she left for her interview, she dropped off her sons, her youngest, Jaron, wrapping his arms around her.
Good luck, Mommy. I hope you get the job. And so that was the last words that I would hear from Jaron.
Most people would understandably step away after a loss like that. But Debbie chose a different path. She got the job, and 28 years later, she's still flying.
My mission is to be make a difference and to be a positive effect to these parents and these children that fly with my team and I on Angel One.
Today, Iser and her team serve as a flying pediatric intensive care unit, bringing specialized care to children across Arkansas and surrounding states.
Within the first 10-15 minutes to start turning things around just because of the equipment and the training that we have.
For parents facing their worst day, Debbie offers more than medical care. She offers understanding.
I have more than one patient when I do that. I have the patient, the child, which is my primary focus, obviously, but I'm also trying to encourage and help the parents along the way as well.
That connection comes from experience. Years after losing Jaron, Iser endured yet another heartbreaking loss when her son Jordan also passed away.
Having lost 2 children, I've found a purpose in my loss, and that's to be able to look at another parent in the eyes and literally be able to say, I know how you feel. I know where you're coming from.
After thousands of flights, her work still feels personal.
It is exciting. It's more rewarding than exciting to me.
For Debbie, every mission is a chance to honor the boys she lost by helping other families hold on to hope.
I think I found purpose with the loss of my boys.
Today, she helps raise her grandson, Jaron Jacob, named in honor of the son she lost nearly 30 years ago. And every time she hears the helicopter lift off, she carries with her the words that changed her life.
In my ears every night, every day, good luck, Mommy. I hope you get the job. So I'm still here.
Tamer Knight, THV 11 News.
Well, that'll do it for our 11 on 11 right here on THV 11 Plus. Join us next week for all of your top headlines in the natural state.